Welcome back to the channel. You got Josh here doing my in the bag for 2022. Start with the bag itself. This is a Gorilla Boy Simian, and this is my second one, and they're awesome. All right, got this one last year, and the thing I love about this bag the most is that it's a backpack and it's a stool, and you never lose your stool. It's built right in. These are awesome. Highly recommend the Gorilla Boy Simian. It's got the vertical stack, looking good there. Yeah, check them out if you have not. They're very cool. Talk about my discs. Okay, here we go. I'll start with the putters. I putt with Jawbreaker magnets. I love them. They go straight. I've been using them forever. The bead is a little atypical, but I'm used to it and I like it. And I can make them hyzer, go straight, or anhyzer putting with these. I don't throw them very much, mostly just putting. My next putters that I use are Challengers, and also in the Jawbreaker plastic. We've got a Luke Taylor MJ15 World Champ from last year right there, and just a stock stamp Jawbreaker Challenger. And these are my throwing and driving putters. The blue is a bit more stable, and the red is a little flippier if I want it to be, so I'll show you what I mean. There's the blue one, straight with a little hyzer finish. And the red. Turning a little bit, there you go. So the red's just a little flippier, and you know, most discs are like that. You can find ones that are a little more stable, a little flippier. So I got my magnets, my Challengers, and my third putter that I use is almost a mid, right? These are zones. I carry a couple. I've got my old one here. This is from probably the first couple of years they were made. Stock stamp, old stock stamp, ESP zone. Love this thing. I use these for short hyzer shots and short forehand shots. And this is another Team Taylor, Luke Taylor World Champ. I love this one. It's Z, but it's a little swirly like the 2020 World Tour Series discs. So I'll throw these for you. Nice and stable. There's the orange one. Here's the new yellow one. Great for windy conditions. We were just playing at Flip City last Sunday, and it was windy, blustery, sort of rainy day. I used those for almost every single approach shot that I had. Super reliable. Onto the mids. Let's see here. And I have one more magnet. I forgot about this. Super old, soft plastic magnet. I call this Mr. Squiggles. Got the name from my buddy Kyle Williams. He calls one of his just Mr. Squiggles too, and it's the most flippiest putter you can find, basically. For get out of trouble and trick shots. So if you throw this thing hard, it should turn over. A lot. There you go. So that's for like I said, get out of trouble special shots. Onto the mid ranges. My understable mid-range, Meteor, love it. Feels good in the hand. This is another older one. I've had it for a long time. I like the color, it's unique. And you can make them go straight and turn over. They can do almost anything. And there you go, that one's nice and flippy. It's quite old, but that's what I want it to do. I only carry one Meteor. Next would be the Buzzes. This is one of the oldest discs in my bag. This is from 2008, Mount Pleasant Open right there. Shaky Z, there you go. So that's a good one. That's my flippier Buzz. And this is the new one. This is from 2010, Crystal Z Buzz. And it's got a nice stable flight to it. And I can rely on it for a hyzer finish. So I'll throw both of these real quick for you. There's the flippy one turning over. We got a little headwind here today. And the blue Crystal Z. Nice and straight. Holding up to that headwind. There you go. Hyzer finish. And my last mid-range is my drone. This is probably the oldest disc in my bag. This is Flex drone when they first came out with the Flex, and it's got limited edition. That was the first run of the Flex drone, and it is definitely Flex. And it's very old, but it'll go straight and always has that finish, and so it's good into a pretty decent headwind as well. It's just got that nice beefy flight. There you go. Okay, Fairway Drivers. Let's see here. I'll go start with the understable ones. Got my 2 Avenger SS's. This one, probably the newest disc in my bag, actually. And this is one of the oldest ones. This is a 2009 stamp from Flip City, the Farm Classic at Flip City. This is one of my, it's a very flippy Z Avenger SS. And I don't throw a lot of rollers, but if I do, this is probably the disc I'm trying it with, so I'll try one right here for you. And there she goes, off to the right a little bit. And this one, I actually use this for a lot of forehand turnovers and backhands, but a lot of forehand turnovers, so I'll see if I can do one of those. There you go. Drifting and panning flat. Nice. All right, my next most stable fairway drivers are Stalkers. And I really love the Stalker. It is like a longer flying buzz. All right, I carry these 2. Another Crystal Z from 2010. The stamp is basically all worn off. This is bottom stamp and it's still there a little bit. The top stamp is completely worn off. And then I've got this 2020 Tour Series, Haley King Tour Series Stalker, and it's nice and stable for a stalker. So this red one will pretty much do anything you want it to. I'll try to do straight, maybe a little turnover. A little low, turning over though. And the yellow should be a bit more stable. Yeah, not flipping. Nice and straight. There you go. All right, and my last fairway driver that I use is a Raptor. And my favorite one, or my primary one, is my big Z Raptor, and I'm excited to be getting a few more of these in the near future. I think they should be on their way. So big Z Raptor, I love the artwork on that. It's got the Raptor and the Raptor. So there you go. And this first run Raptor that Luke gave me, this is pretty flippy for a Raptor, so I can use it just in special situations where I want to do a forehand flex maybe, or even a backhand fairway driver that's I need a little more stability than that yellow Stalker. I'll go to this instead. But I do a lot of forehands with this one. I'll forehand both of these for you. Nice and stable even into that headwind. This one should go a bit straighter. Yeah, it's got a little turn, see? And now it's coming back down to the right. And new addition, variation, Captain's Raptor. Messing with this thing, this is pretty cool. I used this again the other day at Flip City. Parked it on hole 12, if you know that, into a ripping headwind. And I released it on an Annie and it fought back just like it's supposed to. So this is my special underground stamped Captain's Raptor. And these are great if you need something super stable. You can see that nice hyzer flight right there. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. All right, and last but not least, we have the drivers here. I'll start with the stable ones, which are my forces. I carry 2. I've got a 5-time Z force here. Love the colors on this disc, just kind of a unique color combination. And this is my beefiest, backhand driver besides maybe the Raptors there, but full distance driver, this is my beefiest one. Should go out on a nice hyzer. So I'm not throwing forces for like max distance shots. It's more for shape or because there's a lot of wind. And this is a really cool double stamped ESP force, and it's just slightly less stable than that other one. Oh, off to the right, coming back hyzer now, yep. Love both of those discs. My primary distance driver has really turned into the crank though. So this orange one, both Z here, I got my orange and my green, which is a little more stable. And I just have really started relying on these more and more the past couple years. And backhand, forehand, pretty much everything. So I'll throw the orange one backhand. And you see it's going to turn over, but it's, oh, there's some headwind, it's staying turning, but that's pretty long. And I use them for forehand as well. Nice little flex on that way up there, nice. All right, almost there. And my last ones are my Nukes. Now, technically Nukes are supposed to be a little more stable than cranks, but these ones are so old that these are my turnover drivers, and you know, anhyzers and long flex shots, or tailwind drivers too. So I only throw this one, which is the first run, if there's a tailwind, or if I need to do a long anhyzer with some height on it and let it drift. Otherwise, I can almost try to do a roller with this one. It's so understable. So I'll save that one for last. And this one also pretty beat in, but just a bit more stable than the pink. See, it's got some flip, but it's not total, it's fighting to flat, and it's way out there, nice. And the pink, I'll throw it backhand, but put some hyzer on it. Oh, a little low, of course, last one. But it was turning already there, you could see that. So there you go, that's my bag. And it's empty now. So hope you enjoyed that and learned something. Have any questions? Let me know. Have fun discing.